All right. So I just got this phone, so we'll see how this works. It's basically my old phone, but my old phone. Within the first couple of weeks, I got it. And I spent good money when it first came out. I think it was the 21, Galaxy 21. I spent like $500 because I wanted the 5G. The city I lived in, it didn't have good service, and it's like, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and spend some good money on the phone to get that 5G to get some good service. And yeah, within the first couple of weeks, I cracked it, which is very uncharacteristic. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Of me. I'm pretty responsible. I take care of my stuff. Anyway. So, like, I don't really like to buy brand new phones. And I just got this one refurbished. It only cost like $150. Bigger screen. Might have a little bit more storage on it. I usually get my phones used, you know. Why would I pay like over $1,000 for a brand new phone? I don't know why people do that. Must be nice to have that type of money to be able to do that. But so let's see how this works. Putting the SIM card in there. I thought like maybe I damaged the the mic because I was trying to, like, they got the holes right next to each other, and I haven't done it for a while. I haven't changed out that SIM card or whatever. I haven't changed out the SIM card for forever, so I was like trying to change it out, and I was like, it was kind of dark. But yeah, hopefully the mic isn't destroyed. I don't think it is. I did like a little bit of a test, but you know, the picture looks pretty good. Looks pretty solid. But what I want to talk about in this video is something on my throat. Yeah. Before I get into that, man, it is a brutal day today. Really hot at work. Really, really hot. Like, wasn't even out of the office for like a half an hour, and I walked back in. I was like drenched in sweat. Just walking around, you know, not doing anything, like, not like exerting a lot of energy or anything, but extremely hot. Good thing is it's gonna lighten up a little bit on the heat. Mid 70s for like 4 days is it's a nice break from the 90-degree weather or high 80s. Anyway, so you know, who knows if it's clickbait or whatever, but for whatever reason, this video showed up on my algorithm talking about is time speeding up. Feels like everything's going really fast nowadays, like it's a blur. People think maybe it was the CERN. It could be, you know, I'm open-minded. It could be, time could be speeding up. I watched this other video and they said that the Earth is spinning faster now. So technically the days are going by a little bit quicker, but I don't know. That video's like, who knows? So seemed pretty scientific, and I don't know. Anyway, so I think it's perception. I mean, it could be speeding up, time could be going faster, but I think it's just perception. I think that People don't have any time to let their dopamine receptors chill out. People are constantly being entertained. They're in their phones. There's no like sitting there waiting. There's no like people in the past, they would have like strike up conversations, just little conversations with people to pass the time or whatever. And there was actually time to be bored because you weren't always being entertained. Didn't always have the phone with you wherever you went. Damn, man. You didn't have the phone with you all the time, obviously, so you got your phone with you. Anytime you're a little bit bored, you're waiting, just bust out the phone, see what's up. Social media, whatever you prefer. But I guarantee you, those people who think that time's going by quick, if they was to get out of the Matrix and just, you just sit there, see how slow time goes, just sitting there doing nothing, not being entertained at all, and see how slow time goes. I just got done a couple weeks ago doing a 31-hour, almost 1,500 mile road trip. Drove up by myself. Yeah, time didn't go by fast. Time went by really slow. I wanted it over. Or like this, driving back home from work or driving to work. Time doesn't go by fast, it goes by slow. If you're constantly having fun, constantly being entertained, constantly being interested in something like hitting your dopamine, or it's piquing your interest, it's gonna feel like fun. And then when things feel fun, it feels like time goes by quicker. When things suck, it feels like time is so slow. Sometimes at work it can go by kind of quick if everything's clicking and kind of like in robotic mode. But then there's those days where it just goes by extremely slow. But yeah, if you think that time's going by slow, really fast, and go be Amish, then you can then tell us how fast you think time's going. So I think that's what's really happening with people thinking that time's going by quick. They're just like constantly being fed information, like nonstop. That's what these cell phones do. Whatever you're doing, like going on social media, being entertained, it's just constant information flow. You go out in nature, just relax. Maybe go fishing or something boring. Time will go by slow, man. Do some hard work, do some manual labor. Time will go by slow. Trust me, time goes by slow for me, man, and I want it to go fast because I've really had it with this fucking world. I've really had it with, like, I don't want to sit here and complain, but just tired of the struggle. Like, I'm just over the struggle. It feels like that king, I've said it before, it feels like that king that went to hell and has to push the boulder uphill for eternity. That's what it feels like. That's what life feels like. It's just constant struggle, and then having to overcome things constantly. That's my experience. It's not one thing, it's another. Some people have it worse than others. Some people have it better than others. I'm probably in the middle. That's why I feel like I'm always in the middle. but not as hard as other people. Other people have it better. Damn, man, I don't know if I'm gonna keep on making this video. So there's been a couple things that have happened racially. I guess there was a mass shooting yesterday at this office building in New York City, and it had a guy carrying like an AR-15, like a still photo. CNN reported this. He had glasses on. It looked like he had like a little bit of an afro, and they said he was a white guy. Turned out to be a black dude. And then there was this like white couple that was just like jumped by a bunch of black people. You know, like regardless if they started it or not, regardless if the guy slapped first, like people don't need to be beaten like that. You know, one-on-one, you don't need to fight, you don't need to jump people, like whoever it is. That's probably what like the KKK used to do to black people, and it's just kind of weird to see like the things that were reversed. Stay out of the cities. That's my advice. Try to stay away from the cities. Try to go into like small towns if you can. I don't really have any desire to go to any cities at this point. I feel pretty glad that I'm like 2 hours away from any major city. But yeah, it's unfortunate that certain people at the, you know, out of the black race ruins it for everybody. Makes people have a certain perception because of the degenerates at the bottom. You know, that's what happens. Like the degenerates at the bottom of every race just ruin it for everybody else. It's like there's a lot of racism that's happening now. And for myself, I'm not a racist person. I don't feel like I'm a racist person. There's plenty of white people I cannot stand. I think if I went to prison, I think the best bet for me would probably to go with my own race. I mean, that would be the smart move unless you want to like get killed, like destroyed by everybody. Because prison's extremely tribal. It's nice to sit here and be like, yeah, I wouldn't join that crew. I wouldn't join the Nazis or whatever. But I guess if you're in that predicament where it's probably better to, you know, join a faction other than just be completely independent. For safety reasons, that would be the smart move. Like I said, it's easy to sit here on the outside and be like, no, I hate racists, I hate Nazis. You know, like, yeah, it's easy to say that now because you're protected. A lot of people talk their shit when they're behind the things of like freedom of speech. Like, they won't do it in another country, they'll do it here. You know, they ain't gonna go to some Arabic country and be like, you shouldn't be like doing this and this against this group, and especially if they're a woman. I guarantee they're not going to be doing that. You know, I don't know if I can fucking post this shit. I don't understand, like, why can't I talk about this shit? Why am I not allowed to talk about this? Though, like, I'm not trying to hate on anybody. anybody. I'm not trying to bully anybody. Like I'm just having a discussion. You know, everyone has a different perspective, and people are tribal as hell too. Like for me, I'm pretty much just like a lone wolf. I don't really want to get wrapped up into like race that much or anything like that, but I do see, you know, stats, and I do see different rates of violence, and it's hard to deny that. I want to live in a civilized society. I mean, that's where it comes down to, and I don't think it's limited to race to be a degenerate. I think that anybody from any race can be a degenerate. It's just about the environment they basically are raised in, you know what I mean? So, and the left, like I can't believe how much they're throwing around the Nazi shit on Twitter. It's like non-stop. Non-fucking stop. They're just like calling everything, like the whole Sydney Sweeney about, I guess they said that in the ad. She got a couple ads with like jeans or whatever, and they were playing words and talking about she's blonde hair, blue eyes, and she's got good jeans, and they're associating that with Nazi propaganda or whatever. It's like, dude, calm down, man. Like, seriously, you're grasping at straws here. I don't think that's what it was intended. It's just like you can't say anything anymore with these people, and it's just like, dude, shut the fuck up, man. Go fuck yourself. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I fucking hate these people, and the white ones are the fucking worst, man. The white women, fucking white leftists, they're the fucking worst, man. Like, if you ever talk to these people, they think that they're smarter than everybody. They think that they're better than everybody. They think that they have like the moral high ground, like always. And the funny thing is a lot of them are atheists, which is fine. Like, if you're gonna be atheist, whatever. But they think that their morals have evolved. A lot of them will be like, I'm a former Catholic, I'm a former Christian. It's like, so that's where you got your morals from. No, I'm just a... Dude, if I was an atheist, if I was a straight up atheist and I didn't think that it, you know, it just matter, I'm just material and there's no, like, when I die, that's it. Dude, I'm gonna have fun, dude. I'm gonna sit here and I'm not gonna care. I'm not gonna care about being a good person. I'm gonna try to have as much fucking fun and do as much things that I want to do for myself at the moment. What the fuck do I care? Like, seriously, if I was an atheist, why would you care about anything? Why would you care about living? Why would you care about dying? If, like, we're just here, you know, and there's no afterlife, there's no consequences for anything after we pass away. Why would you try to be like a morally superior person? They're not. These people will just, whatever's in like the news, that's who they support. Whatever's like popular right now, that's who they support. Even if it's like a contradiction of people that they have supported in the past, they'll like forget about those people. Like, you know, the left forgets about the working class, and they're all about the illegals. And then, you know, when it's in the limelight, like the working class, then they come out and act like they like are for us or whatever. It's only like when it's convenient for them. Whenever they can look good, you know, that's when they come out. And it's just, it's so stupid. Like, people not see this shit, how NPC-ish it is, how cultish these people are. Like, they sit here and say, like, oh, we care about kids. You know, they care about the starving kids in Gaza, and then they go ahead and kill their babies and shit. It's just like, dude, why are you like, why don't you people like engage in safe sex? You know what I mean? Like, why are you getting pregnant? Do you not like care about STDs? Do you not? No, that doesn't cross your mind. Guess not. These people, like, they just aggravate me. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't even know if I can post this video. Like, to be honest, I might not even fucking post it. I might not. I don't fucking know. It's kind of funny. Is I went to a little family get together. I don't talk about my family at all. But we went to the beach, and some pictures were taken of me, and they were posted on social media, which is fine. That's cool. I have no problem with that. But I seen it, and I seen the picture of me. I don't have a shirt on, and I am totally disgusted in my body. Totally. It just looks repulsive. I don't have to be ripped and have a six-pack or nothing like that. But to see, like, I feel it a little bit, but to see that, it's so embarrassing. And I'm glad. I'm glad that it happened. I'm glad that, you know, I'm not mad or nothing like that. I'm glad that I got posted. It was like a huge, you know, waking up. You know, when you get fatter or whatever, or you lose weight, you don't see it. It doesn't happen overnight. You know, you kind of feel like the same. Like, you don't feel like you're losing weight or gaining weight in real time. You know, you might feel a little bloated or something like that, but it's like, I'm not fat. And then I seen that picture and I'm like, good God, I'm fucking disgusting. Maybe I should post it. I don't know. So what I did is I put a couple words saying don't eat or something like that, and then now it's the background of my phone. So every time I open up my phone, I see that image. And I should be shamed because it's disgusting. So basically I'm shaming myself. And I deserve to be. Because I'm better than that. It doesn't matter what I've been through this last couple months. I'm better than that. Should be in better shape. I don't have to be perfect or nothing, but damn, I should be in better shape. Sometimes going up the stairs, I feel winded. It's not good, man. Not good. I need to work on myself a little bit more. Ugh. I don't know what else to talk about. I do these videos to try to keep me awake. Drive home is pretty brutal in the morning. It just takes forever, and I'm tired. I'm so tired right now. What else I gotta talk about? What else is going on? Yeah, it's unfortunate, like how race has devolved in my lifetime. You know, I felt like I don't know, it didn't seem that bad. Like, I didn't really see racism that much growing up. I really didn't. You know? I mean, sometimes I would get called a white boy or something by a Hispanic person in school or something like that, but it didn't really bother me too much. But, you know, voting for Obama and him becoming president, I thought, like, that would clinch it. Like, that would, you know, that's basically like us turning a page on what you know, an ugly history at some points. Turning the page and moving forward to people being more equal. But, you know, what's happened over the last couple of years with this DEI push, which is racist against everybody. It's racist to treat people differently based off of skin color, but it was also like racist against like black people too, for the simple fact that, like, what are you trying to say? They're not good enough to earn things on their own. They need help. They need to be propped up. You know, it was a horrible thing, and I think it helped cause more of a divide. I think that you're gonna see a lot more Nazis come out. You're gonna see it be pushed. Well, you know, what happens is, you know, when you keep calling, like, I made this mistake with my ex-fiance. Early in the relationship, I started getting, like, insecure, and I felt like I had my reasons. But anyway, I just kept saying she was cheating all the time. So, you know, she kind of didn't, but I never really caught her when we were technically together. But she was texting some guy, sending him some photos of herself when we weren't technically together. So basically, you know, when you call somebody something enough, they just like, fine, then I guess I will be that. So, like, that's what's happening with the left. They're creating a monster. And these places that are ran by, I'll say, the chosen ones, which I don't believe they are the chosen ones, but if they keep on pushing division in America, whether it's the media or funding it, like, you're gonna have more and more hate towards them. You know, I don't like Israel at all anymore. I never really cared about Israel, but now, given the fact of how they get money from us every year, or weapons for free, I just look at them as parasites, and it seems like how they drag us into every single war, all of their little wars, and I'm just like completely anti-Israel. Not, you know, like regular Jewish people that are like me, you know, just a regular person. Like I don't have a problem with you. I got a problem with the elites, but I have a problem within the elite that seems like they're trying to make regular people's lives harder, and they're already well off. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing? But yeah, you're gonna have a lot more anti-Semitic people in the future. I can already see it. I don't view myself as anti-Semitic, even though I'm called that. I'm bullied, like name calling. It's like, I don't know. You know what? Go fuck yourself. Just because I say, fuck Israel or something, doesn't mean I'm anti-Semitic. I don't even know if I can post this fucking. This is more something like on Rumble. I don't think I'm gonna post this.